Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy! Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time, we dove deep beneath the depths of the Ancient Cistern and we discovered... hell on a rope. That's what I'm going with. But we somehow managed to escape with our lives, and we got the key to the top of the statue. This time, nowhere else to go but inside of Buddha, more specifically, inside of his mind. What a great privilege that many of us would love to have experienced. And who's the one who gets to do such a thing? This dopey comic relief hero. It's like, for how lazy and lackadaisical he was back in Skyloft, it's kind of amusing that he's getting to do something as enlightening as this. And before anyone tells me that, hey, the statue is not explicitly stated to be Buddha, you shouldn't be calling it that. Actually, this dungeon is believed to be based on the story The Spider's Thread, which is indeed about the Buddha. Yeah. You can kind of see why it would be thought to be based on such a thing if you survive the underworld part of this dungeon. I'm just saying, it's very befitting of its title. Unfortunately, we can't stare at the beautiful statue and instead have to slot it right into the lotus, completing the pattern. And what I tell you, sure is an enlightening experience. I should probably be punished for that one though, but hey. Up here, you can actually see that the ceiling does not connect directly to the statue. You can see how far we have come, and it is so glowy and beautiful and so many other adjectives that I would love to sit here and list, but I don't want to waste too much of our time. You get it, it's very beautiful. We have given it the time that it deserves. Let's release all of these flywheels. Man, with a neck like that, he really is the Dalai Lama. I am so sorry. Just so many puns just coming to my mind. There can be an amber relic up here, but I guess I kind of got what I deserve for that one. Okay. Well, got a falsely advertised bird statue right here. If you want to save, I would highly recommend doing so. Otherwise... You certainly are persistent. I'm terribly busy trying to find the clues that will help me revive the Demon King. Your incessant buzzing around my head like some irksome gadfly while I'm this busy is, well, it's making me very disagreeable. Finale of the Ancient Cistern, Ancient Automation, Koloktos. It is no secret that Koloktos is a very beloved fight, and I have to say, I agree with every word of it. Use the whip to take off his limbs whenever he attacks you with them. You want to stay close so that he'll want to attack you. Do that, whip it off again. It's down to just 4 limbs. Whenever he does that motion, try to swipe you out in front of him with those axes. Wait for him to attack. There go the 2 arms that were blocking his heart. Whip that off. Whip off the other one. And with nothing left to defend himself, we slash away. But it's not over yet. His face somehow got even creepier. Now he's going to be throwing the axes at you. They'll boomerang right back to him. We can regenerate them. Want to stay close so that he's not going to want to do that throwing attack at you. Do that. Oh, didn't quite whip it in time. Always want to have the whip at the ready if you can. Boom. Get it again. There goes 1. And there's 2. Got out of the way of that. And in comes 3 and 4. Things up to this point have been pretty darn slow. We've been able to get in there without much issue. But we're just getting started. The floor was his pants the entire time. Words that I never thought I would say. Now we're getting into why this is so beloved and why I love this fight so damn much and why I would love to replay it over and over again. He's gonna launch 3 of his arms at you at the same time, whip them all off, and now we have access to his swords. Mechanic that I really wish they would do more with. With this, we can, yes, swipe out his feet from under him, chop away at the metal blocking his heart, and just cleave his heart right out of his chest. Now that you get how everything works, this fight is basically Breath of the Wild before Breath of the Wild was Breath of the Wild, and I am very okay with that. Now things get a bit more aggressive. He's going to be swinging all of his blades at you at once. If you can lure him to one of these pillars, that is how you're going to be getting your health back. In addition, you will do it. Come on. Yes, he has access to dark magic. He can summon cursed bokoblins. These guys are a lot weaker than the ones that we fought before. A simple spin attack will just do them all in right off the bat. You don't have to worry about them. Do that, take him out, and you should be able to whip his arms off once again. Grab his sword. Hopefully we can swing at his leg again before he's able to... No. Got a little bit greedy right there. Come on. Get him again. Swipe out his feet from under him. This should be just about it. Can I actually shield bash it? Nope, cannot do that. Yeah, it was absolutely a no. I kind of wanted to experiment a little bit, but I don't know why I thought a shield would be able to stand up to something that powerful. Summon these guys again. Spin attack them off of me. And you should attack me right after that. Flip back. Whip at the ready. And even if you're not able to get off all 3 of his arms, just the fact that you have access to the sword and you have slightly disarmed him. I'm actually trying to cool it down with the puns, but that one just came to me so naturally that I had to do it. Come on. Chop off his arm right there. Do that. Everything about that is just amazing. Just the theme itself, just how intense everything is here. And again, it's kind of again with the Ancient Cistern acting as a false sense of security for you. It's fantastic. I also kind of wanted to show that you can destroy the environment in this room should you want to, but... sorry. Just kind of got lost in it there for a moment. Get up to our 14th heart container. Almost 3/4 of the way there. Raise your sword, master. The flames of Faron have improved your sword, making it longer and sharp enough to do twice as much damage. The sacred flame has purified your blade, enhancing and evolving it. With your sword now enhanced, you are ready to learn a new melody. We should return to the Isle of Songs. Ah, the sword you carry is different since I last saw you. Yes, I see it is much improved. To think the goddess's chosen hero is but a mere boy. Quite a twist. Chosen hero or not, you do not yet possess the strength required to wield the full power of that blade. You must train yourself further, devote yourself wholly to this task. Farewell, boy. Our sword is longer. You know what that means, right? Yep. We got some more bamboo to go cut! Okay, no, I actually don't want to do that. What I do want to do is head back to the Skyview Temple, as there is a bit more to Faron Woods than what we have seen up to this point. Besides, our sword just got a huge upgrade. It would be wrong to not go take it for a test drive. Let us start with the most minor of things. Well, okay, actually, no, this is probably the most fun out of the things that I want to show, but it's technically the less important, so I'm being boring, yeah. If you ever see a sparkling mushroom like this, you will get glittering spores. This is something that I've personally been missing out on for a very long time, because people were telling me about this, not a lot of people. I have obtained this item in the past, but I didn't realize that they were different from the mushroom spores whatsoever. Because you only get the mushroom spores once in a playthrough. I guess I just kind of assumed that all the spores on the mushrooms were the same, and this was just in case you needed more of them for that side quest. But no, glittering spores have a lot of various effects. And you look like a nice guinea pig. You certainly have the pig part down just fine. How about we try using our glittering spores on you? Also, a way that you can get around their defenses just by vaulting up their shield. I thought I'd show that off. Here we go. Dump that on him. And that dazes him completely. He is unable to do anything. It's yet another way other than slingshot ammo that you're able to do this. Every time that you get one of those, that is 5 uses of that potentially that you can use on an enemy. And that's not all. You saw how much more damage we were doing right there, how fast that guy fell down? Yeah, that is how powerful our sword is now. In addition to that, doesn't just work on moblins, works on all types of enemies, and if you see a rupee of any value and you sprinkle the spores near it, it will change the value of it. But you don't want to get too greedy. It didn't even give me the time to be greedy with it, it just disappeared! As I was saying, oh, that guy's got a monster horn. Let's, no, wrong button. This is a bad situation, potentially. Yes, let's steal that monster horn right off of him. Our first case of that. Man, he must have been given that by, like, his dying mother or something. Just look at his face in response to us doing that to him. Okay, I was saying, am I not gonna get the chance to... Come on! Why does everything hate me in this area? Just... First, okay, I guess the water dragon is like the guardian deity of this place, and she wasn't exactly too fond of me. Thank you, Deku Hornets, for serving a purpose to me. I was saying, do not get greedy with this, for sometimes, Well, okay, I guess we didn't really get to see it there, but it can change the value of the rupee for better or for worse. You can potentially get rupees out of that, which is one of very few ways that you can ever obtain them. That is what I wanted to say. So that's a fun little item. I personally was mistaken in thinking it was a quest item, but it was a nice surprise to find out that there was yet another really fun to use item that I just was not aware of myself, so even I'm still discovering new little things like that. Heck, that's what I was saying makes this game so replayable just in all the different ways that you can resolve combat. Next, I want to head into the Skyview Temple. Golden Skull! Sound like a soccer announcer? And one of these two, I guess. And don't worry, thankfully the plot does not require you to go through here a third time, but it might have very well been the case at one point in time. Because the enemies in here are significantly tougher than when we came through here a second time. This changes after you've healed the water dragon, so it is triggered by that, but you can see that it's completely different. We got Skulltulas on the way in. We have all kinds of things. We got Quadrababas in place of where there used to be Dekubabas. There's just random keys thrown about everywhere to distract you while you're fighting bigger enemies. And to show just how different this place becomes after that point, this main room in the first half of the dungeon used to just have bokoblins in it. It's now got a Staldra and 3 Froaks in it. That is how different they chose to make this place. I have no idea why they would go through all the effort of doing that if they didn't intend for you at some point to come back here for a third time, but that is how it is, I suppose. It's strange, and it's something I don't think a lot of people are aware of, so that I'd show it, and sorry, all 3 of you that tried to attack me at once, not gonna work. Oh! Shoot, okay, I've been waiting for an opportunity to talk about this. This mechanic has not come up in a long time, and every time it did, I just didn't have a moment to talk about it. If you slash one of those glowing trees in the glowing part, they'll have item drops for you. It's a nice little secret, not really too terribly helpful. Usually it's just green rupees, but still something worth mentioning nonetheless. But that is everything in Faron Woods, and Lake Floria for that matter. We have beaten Koloktos, another one of Girahim's creations. If you even want to call it a creation, I guess it's just more like possessing somebody else's creation. We've made our sword significantly stronger, discovered a fun little item, and seen something that I don't think a lot of people have really seen. Oh, and don't worry. I'll be getting more mushroom spores before we head out, and we'll be sure to take those with us and see what other fun uses they could have in little situations whenever they come up. But that's it. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're going to be returning to Skyloft, making preparations for the road ahead, and then stopping in at the Isle of Songs to receive our next objective. See you guys then.